Tastemakers, Tanya here. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, and hello everyone, so good to see you. Glad you stopped through today. Today we are making a pinto bean soup. Yes, ma'am. I'm doing two things this month. I'm going through my pantry and I'm using everything. I'm not going to the grocery store. This is a no spend month. Going through my pantry, see what I have. And also I'm doing meat free this month. Okay, so there's no animal proteins that I know of. I think there might be some anchovies in this Worcestershire sauce, they say. Worcestershire sauce. Maybe that, but other than that, we're going meat free, okay? So let me show you the ingredients I'll be using. This is my homemade vegetable stock. I did a video on that. I'm not sure when I'm going to release that, but make your own homemade vegetable stock so I can control the sodium, okay? And then have you ever had like a half of a package of dry pinto beans or whatever? So I looked in my pantry, I had a half of a bag, so I put that in the in the Instant Pot and just made a batch of beans, okay? And it yielded this much. So hubby's not big on beans, so this would be me. I love beans. I did a black bean soup video. And I'm going to do a chickpea soup video. I love beans, but because I am watching my blood sugar, I can't have them like I used to. Okay. All right. And then I got a little bit of chili powder left. I'm going to put some chili powder in there for color. I threw away my Saison because it's MSG. Can't have MSG in the body. Okay. I'm going to have some kosher salt. Have a little bit of, this is how you can use up, that little bit of salsa, picante sauce. I have some of that, so I'm going to use that up. A dash of Worcestershire sauce, and a dab of red hot sauce for, like, instead of citrus. I don't have any good citrus right now, so this is the acid, and this is your vinegar base, this is the acid that you add to it. I have a few little jalapenos left, and this flavor of this juice is good. And then, like I said, and the salsa. Right here's my sofrito. I'm gonna I have one Roma tomato. When I cut off the bell pepper, I got the ends of the bell pepper, red, yellow, orange, green. 2 cloves of garlic. I have a white onion, and I have another one here I'm getting ready to chop up, and some scallions. So I'm going to blend it all in my in my Ninja. This thing really cooks, really blends well. Okay, so let me move this, and this is a small batch, so I'm just gonna make it all in this pot here. I have a teaspoon of olive oil. All right, so put this to the side. Here are all the ingredients. The garlic smells amazing. Okay, so I'm just gonna chop up this. I have a small onion. I'm just going to quarter it. Chop it down a little bit more. It's a cold day here, so it gets some good old soup in your body. We control the sodium. And the older we get, we have to make sure our arteries and our capillaries and all of that are clear as possible. So The more veggies we can get in our bodies, the better. And my husband is a big meat eater, and I like meat as well, but not every meal. Like I've said throughout my entire YouTube journey, every meal doesn't have to have meat in it. And the way prices are nowadays, hey, they're making sure it's only for those that have it like that. I'm putting the fresh vegetables in there first so that they can liquefy, because these peppers are frozen. They're defrosting a little bit. So I have my Roma tomato. I like to make a little mess. Okay. Cut these tomatoes down. Start heating up my pan. Okay, let's see. Where did I put my garlic in there? I think I did. Got the pickled jalapenos. Dice up my scallions. I'm going to have scallions in the sofrito. I'm going to call it solo frito because this is, how I do it. That's a soul food, comfort food. And as a caterer over the years, and I worked in food service, I've been asked to do a lot of things. So that's why, we're exposed to a lot of different cuisines and techniques. And, like my Caribbean brothers and sisters, they have their green seasoning. They take all the green vegetables and blend it up, and they season the food, and my Latin people do the same thing. And then you have the Holy Trinity, and then in Europe and in France, they have mirepoix, and it's all just a base. Dump the rest of this in here. You can tear it off with your hands. It's like the more uniform, I like pre-chop it, still the better the blend. Right, got all of that. Want it diced a little finer. Here's my blend it some more. Some chunks in there. I like a nice blend. I'll put it out on a bowl. Let's see. So that's how I want it. Okay, I'm adding my vegetables to the pan, and I want this to be strong on the vegetables and, you know, the beans, of course, but I want this to be a heavy vegetable base soup. Smells amazing. Nothing like the smell of onions and garlic. So I'm frying this in 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil. No, of olive oil. A lot of flavor in that without any salt, and I'm just using salt as an enhancer, not to overpower it. Okay, family, sofrito has been cooking for about 5 minutes, nice and hot. I hit it with a little kosher salt. Now I'm going to add my pinto beans. They are divine. This is like a half, this is a, I think I had a half-pound bag that I found in there, and this is about 2 cups. Mix it all up. You can just eat them like this. You know, you can, once they heat up, eat it just like this, like over, make a taco salad or over rice. I'm gonna make it a little more soupy, not too much more. I wanna see how the flavors are at this stage. Yes, ma'am. Oh, yes. Okay, well, what I'm going to do now, they just need to heat up at this point. Here's my vegetable stock here. I'm gonna add about a cup. Yeah, that's about the consistency I want. I'm just going to put some ground chili powder in here. This will just add a nice color to it. this chili powder for a long time. Finally got through this thing. I like that color, it's pretty. We eat with our eyes. Okay, let me see. I really don't need to do a whole lot. A lot of people think cooking is just doing a whole bunch of unnecessary stuff. They're like, well, I'm a good cook. I can throw in 100 ingredients. Very nice. So I'm just going to put some hot sauce in there. That's it. So I didn't use the Saison because, like I said, it's MSG. MSG is just not good for you. And then all of us that are watching, blood sugar and blood hypertension, that's just, too many chemicals of a bad chemical. So it's a flavor enhancer. But as long as we know that's what it is, you choose if you want to use it or not. I'll just use kosher salt or whatever salt I have. I'm rinsing out my spoon. That's divine. And so we're going to let that simmer because I want all the raw vegetables to cook. And just so let that simmer for about 20 minutes. Have it on low. Then I'll come back. Okay, Tastemakers. Our pinto bean soup has been simmering for 20 minutes. It's nice and hot. And the raw vegetables are now cooked. And the flavor is awesome. So here is my lunch. This is what I really eat. And I thought I had another I like to do like bean recipes and stuff like that when I have avocados, and I thought I had one more left. That's okay. So I'm filling this to the rim, and this will last me for days. For hours. I won't be hungry for hours after eating this. Okay, here, and then I'll put a few jalapenos, garnish it with jalapenos, and a bunch of scallions. I love my scallions. Okay, so that's how we're going to eat it. And this bad boy is hot. Oh. Soup warms your soul. So gentle on my body. I love making a nice soup. Yes. All the onions and peppers and garlic shining through. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I like the crunch from the scallions, but you can also, put some corn tortillas chips on there. Get some cornbread. Like I said before, you can have a cold beer. This is lunch for me. Cold beer, margarita, iced tea, lemonade. It's all good. So I have 3 more days I can eat this. Okay, guys, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. to how you can, if you're using up and cleaning out your pantry, this is a delicious way to do it. I'm sure even your meat eaters will still love this. You know, every meal doesn't have to be loaded down with meat. This can just be a meatless lunch. And then you have your steak and your chicken and stuff for dinner, or you know, you don't have to have every meal. This meat is high and it's killing us too. Okay guys, so thank you so much for tuning in, and I appreciate your support. And if you like my vibe, hit subscribe and join the Tastemakers tribe. And if you like this video, hit the thumbs up so that the YouTube algorithm would know that, you know, everybody that tunes in here, they like what they see, okay? All right guys, thank you so much. See you in my next video. Okay, bye. Bye, Mom.